right now, if you go out, do you realize how many cameras are in front of you on a given basis every day?
Well,
how
they've
much
done
they
studies.
watch you? They have. Have you seen these studies?
No, I wish I had one in front of me now.
Well,
no, but
you go,
think about it. If you walk around the city of Albany as an example, I don't know if they've got them up on traffic lights there, but I know
Yes.
that every ATM that's facing
not every
a
traffic
sidewalk
light yet,
has
but
one.
they certainly on a number of traffic lights.
You said parking lots. They're everywhere in parking lots.
Yeah, you go to Walmart and they're like up on top on towers watching you in the parking lot. And they
their
can sit there
parking
and
lot.
zoom in. Well, it is their parking lot. They can do what they want.
Well,
But you had a good reason why they were.
Right, because if they get sued because somebody says that something happened to them in the parking lot, they want to have records of it.
Yeah, that's
There's
a
all
good
kinds
point.
of cameras in stores as you're walking around.
The building that I work in has cameras in the elevator, and I actually didn't know about it, and I usually take that last-minute trip up to the floor to, fix my pantyhose and adjust my skirt. And
Oh,
yeah, and then my boss mentioned one day that there were cameras in the elevator, and I thought, oh, my goodness,
wow.
I'm not sure what they're there for, but I'm sure they got to see a lot of me, doing the last-minute hair adjustment and stuff.
Oh, geez.
Wow, let's see. We'll look that up on YouTube. Woman in elevator.
It's time for Chuck and Kelly.
Chuck and Kelly.
Species? What do you mean?
Species can become endangered if you're too tubby. Well, we all know that the panda has some issues.
Oh.
They've had some problems dying off in the wild. They can't seem to mate in captivity. Well, Shuang is weighing in at 330 pounds, and the female that he's supposed to mate with is a slender 253 pounds.
Wow.
He's too chubby to chase her, they say, and he needs to go on a low-carb diet. Now, how weird is that? I thought they only ate leaves and things. Isn't that low-carb? Maybe not. So they don't know what they're going to do.
They must eat meat.
The zookeepers are going nuts trying to get them to mate with no success at all. And they are working on trying to, perhaps knock off a few pounds. They want him to lose 22 pounds is what they want. He should read some of the magazines I read. Every week you can lose 20, 30 pounds. All you have to do is just blink your eyes.
Chuck and Kelly.
It's this new office vocab. Every office has new words. Well, we've got some that we really thought you would like. The blowing your buffer just sounded funny, losing your train of thought. But it's probably some computer-related thing, buffer. How about seagull manager? The one who flies in, makes a lot of noise, messes everything up, and then leaves. You've got one of those, don't you?
Someone who's clueless from the wide world web error message, 404 not found.
Yeah,
Meaning that the requested document could not be located. Don't bother asking him. He's 404, man.
He's 404, man.
404.
How about a little blame storming? Ever do that? Sit around the table, discuss why the deadline was missed, why the project fails. A little blame storming.
Good. Get out of debt. It stands for a good job. Get out of debt job, a well-paying job people will take to pay off their debts, which they'll quit as soon as they are solvent. Few little...
Adminisphere. Adminisphere, the rarefied organizational layers beginning just above you. Decisions that fall from the adminisphere are often profoundly inappropriate or irrelevant to the problems they were designed to solve.
Here's what I like.
Adminisphere.
You can relate to this. Yuppie food stamps. They are the ubiquitous $20 bills spewed out of ATMs everywhere, often used when trying to split the bill after a meal. We owe $8 each, but all anybody's got are yuppie food stamps. 20s.
Chuck and Kelly.
Kelly reads this little list of the
America's
top
favorite movie stars.
And then she says,
nobody said they had to be men. Why are they all men?
Well, she said that. There's only one woman on this list. I said,
There is only one woman.
Anytime I've ever heard her talk about whether she mentions, I don't know.
I said that's why the men get all the jobs in Hollywood. They get all the good roles.
So?
What do you mean so? This isn't right.
Women like to look at men.
Hello?
They enjoy their...
What, men aren't spending any money watching anything?
They go along with what the woman wants to watch.
Oh, brother. Come on.
Now, every time I've ever heard you say anything, you talk about Julia Roberts. Well,
I don't care that much for her. Honestly,
Okay.
she hasn't done a whole lot lately.
Jennifer Aniston. I don't care much for her.
But she isn't a movie star.
She's not.
She may be in some movies.
All right, she's a
She's like a TV person.
celebrity.
She's a celebrity.
But you didn't like her movies either because she has no acting ability.
You know, how can you say that Meryl Streep isn't a great movie star? How
No.
can you say that
Okay,
Glenn Close isn't a great movie star?
Well, you've named a few really good ones.
Okay.
But these
There are
aren't
a lot of
exactly
them.
cutting-edge movie stars right now. So they're not on the... Well, I can't say
Susan
John Wayne
Sarandon.
is.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, yeah. What is your favorite movie star
John-
that's a woman?
I wanna-
Katharine Hepburn?
No,
I mean,
I
come
want-
up with something. You know. Please, what? This is proving my point exactly. It's too difficult sometimes to even come up with female movie
Oh,
stars.
so that's how they got the was Wayne answer. It was still top of mind with some whoever was there to answer the phone.
Well, evidently that is the
Hmm.
problem. So what's going on with this? Don't people like women in the movies? There must be somebody other than Julia Roberts that can make this
Sandra
list.
Bullock.
Sandra Bullock, perfect example.
Okay.
Nicole
Leanne-
Kidman.
Okay, she's
Julianne
very
Moore.
talented, but she's not in the spotlight right now.
Well, what woman is in the spotlight? They aren't. There's no good roles for women. Well, what about that Helen Mirren? She was the queen.
Yeah, well, there
Okay,
you
all
go,
right.
Helen Mirren. That's
See,
top.
you guys-
Everybody knows who Helen Mirren
You
is.
guys only
Sounds
want-
like your Aunt Mary. It doesn't know.
You only want the cute ones.
Well, what do you want me to say to that? I mean, there are many. I'm not saying that there aren't many women who are multi-talented and beautiful and are in
You
Hollywood.
just can't think of a single one of their names.
What's up with that?
Chuck and Kelly.